Yeah, I have, but I'm comforted in the fact that he's coming after you first.
You thought about writing an op-ed in the Times asking him to step down? Because it worked once. Why not try it again?
Yeah. I didn't think people would vote for someone who was so deeply flawed, you know. I mean, I know Donald Trump, but I was wrong, and he was. And our democracy, I believe, paid a price, certainly around the world.
Trump's having a meltdown, and it's all because of George Clooney? Yep, you heard that right. The actor just served up a slice of humble pie, and Trump's not digesting it well. Cue the Twitter tantrum and meme explosion as the internet watches these two heavyweights duke it out. Who knew Clooney had such a mean left hook? Trump's certainly feeling the sting now. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Good, people. It appears that George Clooney, the golden boy of Hollywood, chose to exchange his screenplays for a political brawl. Who knew that the left hook of our favorite silver fox was so vicious? Imagine this. Clooney appears to be enjoying a cup of coffee while relaxing on a talk show. He is there to discuss his most recent film, which is likely Oscar-worthy, and in which he portrays a sulky, well-groomed hero. But then, suddenly, he drops the Trump truth bomb faster than you can say ER reunion, leaving even the cameraman speechless. On national television, our man George takes aim at Trump by brandishing his knucklehead. Oh, that must be more painful than Trump's botched spray tan. Clooney, however, doesn't end there. He begins casting doubt on Trump's credentials before you can say, you're fired.
If Donald Trump wins, have you thought about the possibility he might use the power of the federal government against you personally? I know you're making your Broadway debut, which I found kind of crazy that
It's pretty stupid.
You've never been on Broadway.
Watching Clooney land all the punches during a political boxing match is like that. And the internet went crazy. Memes began to circulate more quickly than a windstorm carrying Trump's toupee. We're talking about Clooney rescuing America from the malevolent Cheeto-in-Chief by being photoshopped onto superhero bodies. What about the Trump analogies? Let's just say that there would never be another energy crisis if cities could be powered by laughter. Folks, here's the real deal. Clooney has previously dealt with the Trump rodeo clown. No, ever since his days on reality TV, he has been criticizing the Donald. Do you recall the time when Trump's most important choices involved deciding who to fire next? Clooney certainly does, and he's making sure we don't forget it.
Yeah, I have, but I'm comforted in the fact that he's coming after you first.
You thought about writing an op-ed in the Times asking him to step down? Because it worked once. Why not try it again?
The finest aspect? People are consuming it as if it were the final piece of pizza at an after party in Hollywood. It turns out that when a movie star does something other than sell expensive tequila, people adore it. Who could have known? Well, people, there you have it. George Clooney demonstrating his political clout in addition to his attractive appearance. Like Batman, he swoops down to deliver justice with a dash of sarcasm in his political commentary. Trump's little thumbs appear to be twitching. The urge to retaliate against George Clooney was too strong for our favorite orange-tinted tweeter to resist.
You know that theory about you don't have to be faster than the bear, you just have to be faster than the one kid? Yeah.
Movies never really work for him.
You know, I will if he does.
This toddler has nuclear codes, so it's like watching a toddler have a tantrum in the candy section. It's likely that Trump's advisors were frantically trying to conceal his phone while pacing the White House like headless chickens. However, telling Trump not to tweet is akin to telling a Kardashian not to take selfies or a fish not to swim. Folks, it simply won't happen. What does our chief tweeter do then? Any social media manager would weep in despair after reading the string of posts he makes. In his unending wisdom, Trump chose to refer to Clooney as a fake movie actor. Unlike all those real actors in movies, don't you think, Donnie? If you're not a star of The Apprentice, I suppose you're not a true actor in Trump's world. But hold on, things will improve.
You've seen this, but he posted in July. So now fake movie actor George Clooney, to making a great movie, is getting into the act. He's turned on Crooked Joe, like the rats they both are.
Clooney, according to Trump, never produced a great film. Really? Does he not know what gravity is? Or perhaps he believes that Ocean's 11 refers to the quantity of people who attended his inauguration. He didn't stop there. In typical Trump fashion, he in fact tweeted, "Clooney should get out of politics and go back to television. Movies never really worked for him." This is from a man whose firing of Gary Busey stands out as his most memorable TV moment. It is a case of the pot calling the kettle pink. Trump made more ludicrous claims in his tweets than a used car salesman high on sugar. He seems to have earned a doctorate in hyperbole from Trump University. Oh wait, isn't that no longer a thing?
He doesn't know that movies are fake, does he?
I don't think so.
Who never
Hannibal
came
Lecter
close.
is-
What does Clooney know about anything? Says the host of Celebrity Apprentice. Clooney should get out of politics and go back to television.
The worst part, though, is that Trump's tweet storm quickly became a Category 5 hurricane of mockery and memes. Trump's outburst caused the internet to go crazy, with more roasts than a Thanksgiving turkey farm. Trump has previously engaged in heated debates with celebrities. Do you recall his conflicts with Meryl Streep and Rosie O'Donnell? He seems to be collecting famous adversaries as if they were Pokemon. You have to catch them all, Donnie.
I didn't think people would vote for someone who was so deeply flawed. I mean, I know Donald Trump. We're in a time where we need some interesting candidates. I mean, that's the thing is people, I have his phone number in my phone book. He was the guy that came to the bars.
People, it appears that the Clooney-Trump confrontation is making politics into a major motion picture. Who knew a movie star's single word could set such a Trumpster on fire? The shocking thing is that there is more to this celebrity versus politician drama than just two egotistical people fighting each other. Instead, it demonstrates how the distinction between Tinseltown and Washington is becoming more hazy than Trump's vision when he isn't wearing a spray tan.
But I was wrong, and he was, and our democracy, I believe, paid a price certainly around the world. Asked me about which cocktail waitress was single. That's who he was.
This is back in the 90s.
And I worry about the possibility. I don't think it's as good as some people are afraid of, but I do worry about it. Not that long, no, back in the 2000s, quite honestly. And so there's this part of you that just goes, well, that guy should.
It turns out that celebrities are now more than just attractive people. They are also playing important roles in politics. Politics is being discussed over cocktails, as if Hollywood had decided to interrupt DC's party. Therefore, don't be shocked if a celebrity starts offering policy recommendations rather than style advice the next time you see them on the red carpet.
I don't think it's as likely as people think, but I was wrong about the first election. I didn't think people would scary, right? Just because there is a world where we could go back. The liberals, we'll send them to Martha's Vineyard. That'll teach, where Obama's people, and we'll send them to the vice president.
The Trump-Clooney feud, people, it's only the trailer. Celebrities and politics are still in full swing, and I promise you that it will be an exciting ride. The political soap opera is far from over, so grab some popcorn and settle in.